Happy Friday, everybody. It is Insta Live on Friday, and it is Audrey Button, college specialist at Safe Harbors of the Finger Lakes, and as always, it's 2 p.m. on a Friday afternoon, so here we are. So today, we're just going to be doing some deep breathing, so I'll go through a couple of deep breathing exercises and explain them and like the importance of them and just the importance of deep breathing and why it's important to include it just in your everyday, life. And these breathing exercises don't take a lot of time out of your day. So maybe if you're sitting at a desk or doing a lot of homework or just you had a long day, you do these breathing exercises. And these are only a couple of many that are out there. So I'm looking forward to doing it today. And if you didn't notice, the whole month of March is self-care related topics. So we're doing the deep breathing exercises today. And then next week, I believe we're doing bullet journaling. And then the Friday after that, we're doing chair yoga. And then the last Friday of the month, I believe we're doing grounding exercises. So definitely check them out. So today, you can always, do these with me, or you can come back and watch them later, but I'll explain them while I'm doing them and do them a couple times. So hopefully you can catch on. And by all means, I'm not a professional at this, but I learned these through a yoga class I've taken for work, and just in general, I used to, go to yoga all the time. So hopefully it's not too bad. So I apologize if it is. So the video is going to be recorded. So if you want to do these later or forgot how to do them, you can watch this video again. It will be available on our Instagram page and our YouTube channel. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate the shout out. So before we get started, like always, I like to give a disclaimer for any of my videos because sometimes a content warning, not a disclaimer, but I'll go over the disclaimer in a second. A content warning because some of the material I could be discussing could be sensitive, so please take care of yourself however you need to. So, and then a disclaimer, the views and opinions expressed in these videos are not necessarily those of Safe Harbors of the Finger Lakes, but of those in the video. So, with that, we'll be talking about deep breathing and why it is important. Thank you, Heather. I appreciate it. Have a good day, and I hope you check it out later. So why is deep breathing important? We're like, well, oxygen's obviously important in general, but without realizing it, maybe sometimes we do shallow breathing or just like really quick breathing, which limits, the range of motion of the diaphragm, which, this down here near your stomach area, and that lower part of the lungs doesn't get that full amount of oxygenated air. That was like almost a mouthful. So this can make you feel short of breath or even anxious. So deep breathing is a good way to get that full oxygenated exchange. There we go. So, you're trading with that incoming oxygen and then the outgoing carbon dioxide. So deep breathing can help slow the heart rate and lower or stabilize the blood pressure, which could also be signs of us being anxious or overwhelmed. So we're going to do 3 different breathing exercises today, and I'll explain each and the benefit of each. So with that, I'm going to actually back up my chair so hopefully you can see my whole body and what I'm doing. You can usually... the first one I'm doing, you could sit on the floor, but if you want, I'm just going to be sitting in a chair today, but you can sit on the floor as well for these, and then one of them we will be standing. So if you want to do them with me while I'm doing them, that's fine, but I'll probably go through them 3 times each just so you have a good understanding of them, and then you can practice along with me or just watch them and then go back through the video later. So we're going to be doing ocean breath, so I'm actually going to back it up now. So hopefully you can see me, and I'll make sure I talk loud enough so you can hopefully hear me too. So you can have your hands resting on your lap, or if you're sitting like on the ground, like cross-legged, you can always have your hands resting on your knees, or hands, you can have your palms up if you want, or if you prefer palms down, that's okay. So ocean breath is more of a calming breath. So the benefit of this breathing exercise is it calms the mind, which, that's great. Releases the tension specifically in the neck and like the lower face area. And so in order to do the ocean breath, it is pretty simple. So you have your hands resting on your knees or the, the upper part of your leg. And so you're gonna inhale through your nose. So make sure you get a lot of air, and then you're gonna exhale and then open your mouth and make a sound. So it's gonna be a long sound, if you heard that. So ready, we're gonna do it again. So it's supposed to sound like an ocean wave. So you're gonna do that one more time with me. Ready? So it's pretty simple. The purpose of it is to get as much air as you inhale, so filling up those lungs, and then when you exhale, releasing that sound as long as you can. So, and this is, obviously a good breath to do if you need to relax for a little bit. So maybe you had a long day, or in the middle of your work day or a school day or whatever, this might be a good breath to do. So we're gonna change it up, and hopefully I don't break anything in the process. And we're gonna stand up and do the joy breath. So this is more of a stimulating breath. So maybe when you first get out of bed, or you're just having a hard time focusing or concentrating or falling asleep or whatever, this might be a good breath to do, because it requires you to stand up and move around a little bit. And so I'm gonna do it from the side view, but I will explain while I go as well. So the benefit of joy breath is, it awakens the body, and it increases the oxygen levels and releases tension, because we're going to be moving around, and so that's really helpful. So like I said, this is a good get you going kind of breath. So instructions are, you can't see my feet, but you're going to stand comfortably shoulder width apart about, and slightly bend in the knees. And then so we're going to start, your arms are straight down here at your sides is okay. So you're gonna lift them up straight up front of you, and then you're gonna inhale while doing that and bring them all the way up to the top above your head here. So your arms are straight up above your head, and then you're exhaling and lowering them down in front of you, chest level. And then, oh goodness, I gotta keep track of what I'm doing. And then you're going to, wow, I'm having a hard time focusing right now. So you have them over your head. You're going to exhale and lower them to your chest, and then you're going to inhale and open them at your sides, so they're straight out, away from your body. And then you're going to exhale and bring them back to the middle. And then you're going to inhale and bring them over your head, and this is where the part comes in. You're going to, while bending forward, make a really loud sound. So, thank you, Sarah. I'm having a hard time. And I'll go through this all together. So then you're going to be up overhead, and then you're going to go, and your arms are going to come up behind you. So then we're going to do that again. So I'm going to do it all at once. So hopefully you got that. So we're going to start arms at our side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and then ready? All right, we'll do it one more time. So hopefully you got that. And then you can, it's a quicker paced breath, but you can do it as slow or as fast as you want. But really focus on getting as much air in and then letting out as much air as you can too. So, ready? One more time. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Here's the fun part. Exhale. All right, so that was joy breath. It's a more stimulating breath. It's really fun. Gets you moving around a little bit. And we're getting a little toasty already, actually. But this last one's a calming breath, so we'll end on a calm note. It's called bear breath. So just like the ocean breath, it's a calming breath, but what's nice about this one, it develops, a breath awareness by deliberately bringing breath into equilibrium, because we're going to count equally for inhaling and exhaling. So it focuses on the mind and increases that concentration, because you're going to have to really focus on counting your breaths, like holding it and then letting it go. So like I said, you could be sitting on the ground for this one. I'm going to be sitting in a chair. So you're going to have your palms face up and gently resting on your knees or upper leg. Make sure they're nice and loose. So you're going to be using your fingers to count. like bear claws. That's why they call it bear breath. So you're going to inhale through your nose, and then you're going to do that for 3 to 5 counts. I'm probably going to do mine for 5 counts, but you can start with 3 counts. And then once you count to 3, while inhaling, you're going to pause for 1 to 2 counts. And then you're exhaling through the nose for 3 to 5 counts. So if you do 3 for inhaling, do 3 for exhaling. And then pause again for 1 to 2 counts, and then repeat. So we're going to do that. Ready? So palms up, fingers are out. And then ready, so you can start with your hands close, then you're going to count as you go. So ready, inhale, hold, exhale, pause, and then inhale, hold, exhale, pause, then ready, inhale, hold, and then exhale. Good. So that's bear breath. That one's pretty easy, but it really requires you to focus on how you're counting and holding. So, so if you can't inhale and exhale that long, do like closer to 30 seconds. But it's nice because then you can keep track and you really have to focus. So this is a nice calming, but also focusing type of breath. Here, let me get closer back to the camera. So since we're done for the day, so like I said, if you want to practice these and you forget how to do them, check this out. And then remember them for when we do chair yoga in 2 weeks, because we might incorporate these into some of our chair yoga sequences. So thank you all so much. That was a little bit shorter for today, but I really appreciate you checking it out. Self-care is definitely super important no matter who you are, especially now with COVID and just like being online for everything. It's just nice to remind yourselves to take even like 5 minutes to do these deep breathing exercises. It can, come a long way and help a lot. So I hope everyone has a great weekend. And like always, if you want to reach out for more information or want to talk, you can always call us at our 24-hour hotline, which is 800-247-7273, or always go to our website, which is www.shflny.org, or you can obviously always comment on our social media or direct message us, whatever is easier for you. And I believe that's it. So I will see you all next week.